Well, hey guys, I'm back. You can see what's on the mat here, thanks to Kevin. Thank you, sir. Still got to get with Kevin to get him some stuff, but that is another adventure. So we've got TacPack Plus for August 2023. I believe it is the 23rd today. Excuse me, guys. You know, me and my stuff. That I am unboxing this. My voice is a little out. I'll just let you guys know. Have another bout of the ever chronic bronchitis that goes along with all of my other stuff. It's just like a side show for all the main event. So I'm hoping that the audio comes out okay on this. But hey, if we got to do the video twice, we'll do it twice. So let's see what we got in this box. We've got some stuff. We've got a piece of crap. I'm gonna try really hard to stop doing that with this magic device right here. All right, so we've got our card. ShivWorks Products Group. Okay. Listen. You can always go back to this if you decide that these QR codes are something you're interested in. We'll find out later. So, we got 1, 2. We already have a Woody, don't we? Could have sworn we had a Woody. I'm looking for a Woody. Do we not have a Woody? Let's see how they actually describe him. We've got Woody this time. So, like I was saying, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items in the box. This is TacPack Plus, so we've got everything, regular in the plus items or like the fancy pants stuff. So we'll go through it and we'll look at everything we got. And I'll remind those again, this is a box primarily for people who like their pew-pews. And if you don't like pew-pews and you're not a pew-pew fan, this probably isn't a video for you, and I hold no ill will if you just want to click off and find something else to watch right now. But this box usually does center around firearms stuff. And sorry if you don't like that kind of thing. But that's what this box caters to. So, let's see. We're going to start with the 2-pack of 223 snap caps. So, snap caps. Dry fire without damage. Exact size of real ammo. Okay. I enjoy these, although I have been educated lately. Stuff that I was taught in my training, my military training, basic training and stuff, apparently is not true. And I was one of the people who was of the belief that you can't, dry firing is going to damage anything. And I have been corrected by some of you guys who have taught me that, you can dry fire, for example, an AR-15 type platform, and it does not damage it. But these are, there are still some things, for example, rimfire that you would never want to dry fire or anything like that. But these are just practice rounds. You can still use them as practice rounds. For example, you can use these, you can intermix these with, let's say, your live rounds, like on the range, so that you have a stoppage and you can practice your clearing techniques. We do that in, we did that in the military on the range during qualifications. There were certain times where you had to, so as you're shooting, to actually shoot, judge accuracy for qualification, you would have to have a certain number of dummy rounds in there to properly clear stoppages. You'd go through what we call sports. And anyway, so they can, I just happened to have the magazine because if you remember recently, we did the gunskins thing on BattleBox 102, and I just never properly put this magazine away. So it's around here right now, and I need to go put it away. But they fit just like regular rounds, and you can put them through, you can chamber them, you can cycle them and everything. And they have, I don't want to scratch them all up because they're nice anodized. They just have little rubber stuff where the firing pin would hit. They come in all sorts of calibers and stuff. And so I like them for training purposes. I think they're good for that. And you know, what you can use them for, which is nice too, is let's say we'll just use these for example for an AR. You can run through your shooting mechanics, your trigger pull mechanics. You can load them in. You can practice your sight picture and everything, and you can go through your respiratory pause, squeeze not snap, you know, actually pull the trigger and then cycle through, eject, and you know, have it load up a new one. And you can, I find them useful. I know not everybody does, but so I actually do like these. I think they're cool. They come in bigger packages, you know, more of them, I believe, but there it is. Next, rapid rope canister, USA made. Okay, so this is 70 feet of 1,100 pound test. I know we've seen this before. I mean, in the history of ever. I couldn't tell you exactly where or when. But sometime in the history of my channel, we have seen this thing. And why I am physically incapable of just opening this plastic is embarrassing, is what it is. It's just embarrassing. They really don't want you actually getting in and using this thing, do they? You know, it's truly embarrassing. They had that just full thing. So this is like a hollow braided rope. It's like the 550 cord without the inside of it, but it's like flat. But it has a it's just like a flat nylon rope. And is this Atwood by any chance? Is it? No, it's not. It just kind of has the dispenser, looks kind of like Atwood. I'm gonna just, I don't want to use much of it because it's Kevin's rope, but it has the cutter in there, and you just tear it, and this keeps it cinched in so it doesn't go running around or anything. You know, doesn't fray, you don't have a loose end, and you just, I don't know. This is pretty convenient. I like this. Some people might like to spool it. Like I've seen. So personally, I've shown on the channel. It's like a flat spool you can wind it onto, which would be a little bit more convenient. A pack wouldn't be as chunky and take up this kind of bulk. And it also has the cutter and the little cinch on it. But just like this out of the package is convenient too. Useful item. 70 feet, 1,100 pounds. And it's flat, which I like too. So if you want to wrap stuff, tie it down, I like the flat aspect of it. I'm not going to go too into flat versus just round cord. A lot of times it's a matter of preference, but sometimes having the flat is nice and it works out for you. So I'm just not feeling too well tonight, so I'm probably going a little faster than usual, but I don't think anybody's going to mind that. So I like this too. This is not bad. Not bad. They don't put any prices on here or anything, so I couldn't tell you, you know, if they told me this was a $100 item, obviously I'd be like, no, fuck you. But in general, for the usefulness of the item, I like it. Breakthrough Clean CLP wipe. They say wipes. I got one wipe. Breakthrough is not a bad thing, but I don't know, for an item in a box to just give one wipe, I think that's kind of cheap and cheesy. Give us 5 or 6 or something. And you know, I'm all into Vortec now, to tell you the truth. I've seen stuff. I've seen the cleaning power of Vortec. But these are useful, I guess. I don't know. One wipe though? Come on. One little wipe. Whatever. Non-toxic, odorless. Alright. True North Tradecraft DPG. This is a preparedness guide. I've never seen, I don't know anything about this book. Let's see. Stock your pantry with high calorie and high nutrients foods that are non-perishable. Oh. Fold your towels. Oh, good. You can store your blankets in a space-saving manner while maintaining a sense of style. That's important. That's good. Okay. Tools. Tools to have and shopping for. Okay. I know I'm going backwards. Learn about physical... Really? Is this... Wow. Learn about physical security and non-destructive entry. Okay. If possible, arrange a buddy system with a close date. Is this really what they're... Get a dog. Set up early warning devices. Set up adequate lighting. Is this what this book's about? Is this just a bunch of bullet points and like lists of things? Alright, a general first aid kit may contain the following. This is just a list of a book of lists and stuff, and I don't know. Guys, I'm not going through this whole thing right now. In the comments, chime in. Have you read this book? How does this book stack up against other things? I'm just telling you from the outset, it does not look like it is chock full of useful, informative stuff. If you know nothing, maybe it's a starting point. I don't know. I'm not thrilled with it. It's a pretty small disaster preparedness. Whatever. I don't think I like it, but I'm not going to keep going. Walker's low-profile muffs. Oh my god. So, I don't know if TacPack has stock in walkers, but I would think they might. They might. Overall, I can't tell you how many sets of walkers we've gotten, not just from TacPack, but from every box as is. Now, I think that these are not... Ooh, that's loud. I'm sorry. I hate this kind of packaging. This kind of packaging should be outlawed just because it's a pain in the ass. I don't care about the plastic. I'm not worried about that. So, to be honest, they went cheap this time. Usually, in the box we get like the cool electronic assist and everything, but just some standard muffs. What can I say? 22 decibel noise reduction. Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you don't have them, great. But I'm just saying they have given us better. I mean, better, fancier, bigger, better, faster. But okay, if you don't have any, great. This is absolute trash. This is 100% just trash. Stainless steel body, sawed sharp 1.5 inch straight edge, and a lock back. This thing is 100% for tactical rather than tactical. Okay? This thing. This thing. Somebody's gonna tell me, oh, it's perfect camouflage self-defense. It cuts. I definitely run it on a diamond and then strop it. Maybe just a diamond even, but nobody's gonna buy, like, let's say you're trying to get through, somebody's gonna, oh, you can get through security. No, you can't. It doesn't look like a key. You're gonna look at that, you throw that in there, they're gonna look at that, and they're gonna see it's not a key. This is just, I'm sure it's the cheapest of cheap SOG steel. And, I mean, I guess you could hold it like that for self-defense as a punching item, but this is the kind of thing you'd have to know you need in the middle of an altercation, in the middle of a fight, to get this thing out and fumble with it and get, like, that's just, no. Fuck. That's been the fuck you. Remember we established the fuck you pile just recently with the gear pack? That's in the fuck you pile. Toy Cowboy. That's the name of our sticker. Toy Cowboy. Editing this in, guys, because I totally forgot. We've got the Grip Mat Mini. It's small. Thanks for telling me it's small. Mini, I couldn't tell that it was going to be small. Awesome. This actually is kind of a useful thing. I do appreciate this. And So here's another QR code if you're interested in that. So silicone kind of rubber holds on, and you know what? I would use something like this when I get to go back to the shop, or even around here, because as you're working on stuff, you can put your parts and stuff in here, and they won't roll around too much in here because they grip. Not only does this, just by the nature of the material, grip down to the surface, but the items kind of grip down in here. So this is actually a pretty good item if you're building, working, and I mean, you know, this is not firearm specific. Taking apart anything, building anything, this can keep your stuff separated and keep it nice and organized, and not only keep your stuff from rolling around, but keep this tray firmly, you know, on the surface of whatever you have. So I like this. Sorry, I just totally kind of not feeling well. I just forgot to add this into the main thing, but now we'll move on to wherever this belongs in the scope of the card. And that leaves us with the plus item, which is the ShipWorks Clinch Pick 2.0. They say this is $120. I don't know what the hell this is, but let's see. I'm going to read about it. As the world gets more and more dangerous, we here at TacPack have a mission to help make you more and more prepared. This unit is tough. We beat this thing up, and it never gave up. It's an expertly crafted tool for everyday use while excelling in close quarters engagement. Here's my question, and I'm going to ask this sincerely. Show of hands, but obviously you can't show of hands. How many people are actually really trained in CQC? How many people have training in knife combat? Or how many people would just realistically take a knife and try to jab and stab in self-defense? Because there is a difference. There is a big difference. I hate when they just talk about close quarters engagements. It's whatever. It is what it is. It's a custom designed Kydex Sheath. Official TacPack YouTube page for some training modules that break that. Sure. So you're just going to go from 0 to nothing with online. So here's a sticker. Now, I will be the first one to admit also, I have not studied like knife fighting. I know some very, very basic moves, again, that I learned in the military. Very, very basic. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at like a 0.5, okay? So I'm not trying to call anybody out either. I have no room to speak. Nothing. So here's the Kydex Sheath, and then you have, is this a snap? Does this snap open, or what is this? I'm assuming it's snap. Pull the dot. Ah, there's the dot. What's that? I'm gonna pull the dot. There we go. Oh, okay, yeah, there it is. And then you can do stuff with this. So oh, that's interesting. Whoa! Well, son of a bitch, I almost needed to practice first aid on myself. That is... How was that? Did that go like this? That did go like this. That came... Okay. Holy fuck. So you see a knife that looks like this, right? Now, maybe you need to take those training modules. Maybe you're supposed to grab like this. Maybe you have to grab like this. Because if you've never seen this knife before, and you saw it in this sheath like so, your natural thing is to grab like so. And there is your sharpened edge right on top. Even like this, just looking like this, you would think you could grab it like... So I'm assuming it's held like this, and you have sort of like the world's worst karambit shape in your hand. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Now, and you've got Kydex all over it. You may say that it is due to me not having the training. Sure, I'll buy that. What is this? Is this plastic? Plastic handles? Plastic scales? Your $120 knife? Benchmade still gives you plastic scales on things for that much in Spyderco, so I can't fault them. Okay, at least it's sharp. I do not like this thing at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. If you're trained on how to use this, first of all, I just don't like this thing in any way, shape, or form. If you're trained to use this, like I said, you have the genuine fighting skills and training. If you're Dagmar Kyda or you've studied under him, God bless you. Go for it. I would much rather have a conventional knife, because anything I have learned is with a conventional shape, conventional blade shape. And what they really should say is, check the TacPack YouTube page before you accidentally slice your thumb open on this goddamn knife, because there's absolutely no warning before you take it out of the sheath in a way that looks in any way logical to grab this knife. So, I don't know. You guys tell me. I don't like it. I just don't like it. They don't even tell you what kind of steel it's made of. What is it? Doesn't say. Doesn't say. September hints, standard box value. I don't give you value. USA made parts, technical pieces, first aid and armorers gear. Light box value $80. A few select items for you boys on a budget out there. Plus box total value, insane value, and insane first to market for TacPack subscribers. A brand new rifle part, USA made. Okay. I don't know, guys. I'm not terribly thrilled with this box. I mean, I do like these things, but walkers are becoming as common in this box as like knockoff life straws are in other boxes, or I don't know. I don't feel well. I can't think of other analogies right now, but I don't know. What do you guys think of this box? I really am curious if anybody has any knowledge on this book and wants to share. Me personally, I don't feel like the value is here on this box. I just don't feel like the value is here on this box. You guys tell me what you think. I would never pay $120 for this thing. Never in a million years. I don't know if I'd pay $20 for this thing. It certainly doesn't even look like, you can't even get it out of the sheath without scraping Kydex on it. This looks like something I'd pick up at a flea market, personally. But, I mean, someone would pick up at a flea market. I would not pick it up at a flea market. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me about the box. Let's talk. And, that'll be cool. Thanks again to Kevin. Big shout out. We really got to get together. Giggles is back home now, so I can do personal things and stuff. But anyway, remember, guys, you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be back again real soon.